Yes.
Proceed.
Right, so last time we walked out of River Oaks Hospital, what once was the River Oaks Hospital and Mental Ward. We lost one of our own, but we managed to learn a lot and defeat the lingering evil there. Tonight is the aftermath of all of it. So firstly, rouse checks for everyone. I will say that last night you were able to slake whatever hunger you were at down to 1.
Why? Because Marcus gave a kidney?
I
Well,
don't think
that...
I did. I don't think I have been able to.
Well, everybody has gone home, pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm infected, and my blood supplies are very low.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. I'm like, cool.
So here, I hope, are the remaining questions that I can answer for everyone about the after. The hospital, it was burned to the ground. However, the news is reporting it as an electrical fire started by a patient riot.
Wait, what?
The
I thought
scene...
Okay.
The scene will be incredibly locked down. The press is being kept away from it. So far, nobody has spoken about what has happened or taken responsibility. There is set to be a press conference with a few investors later. Muriel has disappeared. Murray had been sent to final death. What you find in the notes and files that in the hospital, what you were able to carry with you out of there, this would be in the journal. It is confirmed that Eve Sinclair was collaborating with Murray on the blood plague. She created the serum in tandem with him, and he was the one who was to minister it out to the local population. But the River Oaks was his personal playground. Three vials of the true cure were found. What anyone does with them is up to them. They are currently in the possession of Fat Cat. There is evidence.
What'd you say?
Are you directing that to me or to somebody else?
Sorry, I heard my name. I wasn't paying attention off a second. What was that?
Fat Cat
The
has
serums-
the 3 vials of the
Okay,
cure.
sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah,
There-
that.
So you can study it, you can take a vial, and all status effects will be gone. Permanently. Or not. Do you? So there are a few things that people can roll to figure out more information. Suppose Fat Cat wants to find the cure, what it's made out of, see if he can replicate it. I'll come up with a roll for that. To find more information out about Eve, it would be investigation, or intelligence occult, or wits occult, maybe intelligence investigation, uh, to find out what's being covered up or the hospital being burnt down. That would also be intelligence or wits investigation, to find evidence. And that would, so to find more information on the hospital's aftermath, it's difficulty 7 to find any congruent evidence that's being hidden. To discover the formula, I'm going to say that this will be... Fat Cat, what's your alchemy roll?
Well, my intelligence plus blood alchemy plus my laboratory rating, though I'm not sure, during the scuffle with, Alexandria, right? I think my laboratory may have been damaged, so I don't know if I get my dots with that.
It is not in my notes, so I will disregard it.
Okay.
So, to get the composite of the cure, it's going to be a difficulty of 6
Gotcha.
for that.
Oof.
Second question, is there any side effects that have been happening now that I've waken up tonight?
You
Since I'm still
feel
infected.
you feel absolutely awful. You feel like you have the worst case of flu or bronchitis or whatever kind of like respiratory disease you've ever had. Fever, chills, which is odd because you don't really conduct temperature anymore. Sweating buckets, coughing, just this deep stickiness in your lungs.
Ew.
Whatever Muriel had given you is starting to wear off.
Does that incur any penalty to my dice rolls?
I will say subtract 1.
Okay. And I did get hunger, so I'm at 3 hunger now.
Mhm.
All right. So, intelligence, alchemy plus laboratory. So that's 7 plus lab. I've got 1 in lab, so that's 8 in total minus 1. Okay. Seven. Hunger 3. Roll. Wow. That's extremely fortuitous. That's exactly 6 successes.
Oh.
You
That's
are
really
able-
lucky.
you are able to disseminate the cure. I will find a composite for you later, but you are able to find the ingredients. And do you take one of the vials now knowing that you can replicate it?
Yeah, absolutely I do.
It feels like whiskey, that burn that you get down your throat, and it warms your stomach. You feel it sort of settle in your stomach. It feels nice and warm for a hot minute. And then you cough up one last putrid blob.
Yeah. Is this the same stuff that will this cure rise? Or is
It
rise
could.
a different thing? It could? Okay. Because does that mean
He is
I
a
get
carrier.
does that mean because does that mean I have now discovered, or at least have almost discovered, the thin blood alchemical to cure that I had been talking about before?
I would say that either method would work.
Okay. Noted. All right.
Since he is a carrier and
Mhm.
getting rid of the symptoms, essentially, getting rid of the contaminated blood essentially does the same thing. I would say
Gotcha.
the cure is a surefire way it does not come back.
Gotcha.
The other
Okay.
thing you were planning, there's a chance of remission.
There's a chance of what?
Remission.
Remission. Okay.
Your mic keeps cutting in and out, Moon.
What? I'm turning up the gain.
Gotcha.
Hello?
All right. So hello.
Yeah.
So between this cure and the other thing, it should be a surefire way for Rise to be cured and stay cured. Got it.
Yes.
Cool. All right. I'll synthesize that out, and I'll make sure I have a couple of cures that I'll be able to take to Broken and Broken when I can.
Okay. This will be difficulty 7 to synthesize. And every success you get on top of 7 is an additional vial.
Got you. I gotcha. All right, in that case, I will rouse to give myself 1 extra dice, and I get hungrier again.
The dice penalty is gone now that you have been cured.
Yep. So now I'm up to 8, and now I'm up to 9 with that extra rouse, and I get hungrier to hunger 9 or hunger 4.
Hunger 9, Jesus.
That's right. I'm hungry. I'm beyond. Alright. Sure, I'll spend willpower on that, but it's not looking good, guys. 4 successes.
Does not cut it. Either the process is wrong, or the steps are wrong, or the equipment just isn't calibrated correctly. You do not wind up with the beautiful golden liquid that was in the other vials. It looks more like a pile of burnt caramel.
Damn. Looks like I'll have to find another. He just looks around at his setup. He's just got a basic laboratory. He's even using some Home Depot buckets in this. He's just looking at everything that's ramshackled together that he had to put together, and he's just thinking to himself, I need a better setup. I'm gonna have to talk to Marcus about that deal we were gonna make. If I can get him to make me a new laboratory, New Haven, then maybe I can synthesize it and get it ready for Rise. Until then, it looks like I'll just have to use my own method. So yeah, that's it's all I can do, and that's all he does.
All right. So there's 2 more scenes that I want to do, but does anyone have anything in the meantime?
Does Rise still want to do the scene with Alistair back at his haven?
Yes, I wasn't sure how much we'd get to today, but I am happy to do that.
Go for it.
Perfect.
I'm down for it.
If you guys are investigating anything, again, it is difficulty 7 to find evidence about the fate of the hospital, and difficulty 6 to find anything about Eve.
Is that
I figured.
does that involve both wits investigation or wits awareness?
Wits investigation, intelligence investigation, wits occult, intelligence occult.
It didn't go well for me. I've got nothing.
I'm probably gonna go with intelligence occult, considering that does
Yes,
sound
please.
more along the lines of what I'm doing. Oh wait, I have a +1 because of my blood magic occult as well. So, jeez, that's a lot of I'm working with 9 dice here. Oh wait, hold on. I'm working with 11 dice because I still have 2 hunger.
Woo!
So, okay. Please, please, please be a good roll today. Crit success with 7 successes.
All right. What exactly are you looking into?
I'm looking more into Eve's Hinclair's connection to the plague because I feel like the cure is more Fat Cat's territory,
Mm-hmm.
and Alistair is still feeling way out of his depth with everything that's happening. He is mentally tired, he is emotionally tired, he is pissed off, he's going through a storm of emotions that are raging within him now, and he just does not know how much more he can take.
You scour the journal, the papers, the files. You've been scouring them from the time you woke up from torpor to the time you went to bed. You find that this cure is not just thin blood alchemy. This is a combination of 2 magics, and it is absolutely horrifying. You learn of these. How familiar are you with the Harbingers?
Fuck. The Harbingers. Um, Above board, Alistair probably doesn't know too much, but the moment you said the Harbingers, and I'm guessing you're meaning the Harbinger of Skulls, or wait, which
I'm
Harbingers are you
talking
talking about?
the Hekata ones.
Uh, fuck. Uh, that sounds familiar. Let me just take a look at my very
I
old.
think it's.
Oh,
I
fuck. The Harbingers of Asher.
I think. I think they're an offshoot of the Cappadocians.
Yeah, those are the Harbingers of Ashur. They're a bloodline of Clan Hakata, consisting of remnants of the Cappadocians and the Harbinger of Skulls.
Mm.
Oh god, yeah, that. Yeah, Alistair would definitely have heard something about it because even though the Tremere do not necessarily deal much outside their own clan, they do have to have uneasy alliances with other magicians, so to
Unsavory
speak.
folk.
Well, magicians, so to speak, and the Hakatas are probably the closest in terms of what they do magic-wise than any other clan. So definitely
Mhm.
would have had some dealings with them in the past.
Alistair reads this, decoding the mass of narcissistic text from Murray, and through all of the other files, you find the occult writing. This is horrible. You know that Eve is planning some kind of ritual in 1 month on the next new moon, way out in the swamp. Apparently, there's an erosion in the spiritual plane there. What ritual, you can't be sure, but judging from what Prince Elen has told you, it can't be good.
Alistair is poring over these writings, over these texts, over these notations about these rituals, about this process, and he is clenching his fists to the point of shaking. His nails are digging into his skin. Blood is dripping onto his desk, and he is on the verge of losing his composure completely. He did not sign up for this. He did not want to be a part of this. He wanted to prove himself to the Chantry. He wanted to prove himself to his sire. He wanted to prove that he was trustworthy. But the more that he delves into this cesspool, this infectious, it's just eating away at him. It is gnawing at him, and the more he delves into this cesspool of fuckery that he is now dealing with, he is just standing stock still.
He's done.
And he just does not know how much longer he can take of this. And this is when he hears his intercom go off. He's almost on the verge of snapping, but this is where he sees Rise in the camera.
Hey.
And he just wordlessly presses the button to admit him into the Haven.
Rise will walk in. He's pretty silent. He knows that obviously everyone's been going through it. He's still going through it. And he just, walks up to where he knows the Haven is and will softly knock.
Alistair turns to the doorman. Please let him in, and please leave. This is a private matter, and I do not want anyone else witnessing this.
The doorman lets Rise in size and follows your orders.
Rise will kind of take a look around and offer a soft, nice place.
Alistair fights the urge to laugh, but it fails miserably. The sound is like broken glass. His haven is in disarray. There are notes pinned on the walls. There's bloody sigils stacked up on one corner of the desk. There's countless newspaper articles strewn about the place, as he's been, ever since the incident at the hospital, he's been working tirelessly to find out the roots of what is going to happen and what is going to occur. And it basically, above board, if you guys are very familiar with Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes and the state of his place,
Yup.
that's basically what it looks like.
Excellent. Oh, that was yes. Rise kind of looks around, and I think he'll turn back and he'll notice the blood on Alistair's hands. And as he starts to walk over, he'll be like, well, I'd ask if you'd slept, but luckily I know our nature forces us to, so...
What do you want, Bryce?
He'll, like, start to reach out towards his hand, and, like, his eyes will flick back up to Alistair's as, like, a, can I take a look?
Don't touch me.
He pulls his hand back. Sorry. Yeah, I'll keep it quick. I just... Looks like you've been delving deep. Was hoping to see if I could help or do something.
Delving deep. I have been dragged into a mire of poison and shit ever since I arrived, and I do not know how much longer I can take of this. He sweeps his hand across the desk, and a couple of vials of blood shatter onto the ground. He is on the verge of losing it completely.
I think Rise would... He's just gonna offer out Panacea. He's not gonna try to force it, but he's just gonna let it linger as he bends down and starts cleaning up the vials.
Alistair is shaking. You can see now that he is digging his nails into his palms so deep that you can see the welts of blood that are coming from between his fingers. He is incandescent with rage. And he
Frenzy
is...
check real fast.
Yep.
Also, quick temp check.
Temp check.
I'm at 98
Like,
degrees.
Like, we
Everyone
good?
okay?
You good? I'm putting Alistair through it, but I'm worried about you.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Frenzy check. Any modifiers?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So I'll just put a modifier of 0. Difficulty?
I don't think it has a difficulty. As long as you have successes, it...
Usually
Okay,
about
so true.
difficulty of 2.
I'll just
is
put
the
difficulty
default.
as 0. Oh, I'm doing the roll 21, so. Yep. What did I get? Okay, resist frenzy succeeded. I got 7 successes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're able to stop, take a breath, and unclench your hands. And Vitae slowly drips down your palms to the floor.
I don't know how much longer I can take this.
Rise kind of finishes cleaning up the vials that had spilled and looks up at Alistair. You don't need to take it, Alistair. I know you kind of got thrown into this.
This was supposed to be a simple recovery mission and a simple recovery reconnaissance mission, and now I have been thrown into... I can't even call it a conspiracy. This is full-on warfare, and I am nowhere near prepared for it. And I don't think Prince Atlan is going to be prepared for this either. I was already on the brink of losing it when that bitch Monique was goading us in the pit. And now that Sylvia's dead, now that we have this full-blown fucking biohazard bullshit going on, and on top of that, we now have to worry about a ritual that's going to take place within a month's time.
Rise kind of looks over at all of the papers and the sticky notes and everything and looks back at Alistair. Give me the quick notes summary, and then, for your own sake, leave if you need to. None of us are gonna try to keep you here if it's too much. We understand. God, I understand. Do you know how many times I've run away when things were getting... Well, I won't say they were this insane, but, you know.
You are equipped to fight. You are equipped for war. You have survived horrors I can't even comprehend. I was a blacksmith in Lyon for the freaking French Legion. My knowledge and my history of war doesn't even scrape the surface of what you've been through. And yet, I have been thrown into a full-blown war between the Sabbat, between the Barons, in this full-blown bullshit with Kingmaker and Marcus. I just don't know how much longer I can take at this. I've already sent Lucrezia my resignation from the Chantry. She's not happy about it, but she understands why. I'm not equipped for this, Rise. I am tired. I am angry. I'm scared. I am terrified. What happened to Sylvia yesterday has opened my eyes to how much I could possibly lose. I could lose myself. I could lose my humanity. I could lose Zell. I can't keep doing this. And now we have to deal with the Harbingers on top of all this.
Just one. You don't know if there are more. Just the one.
I promise, just one.
Alistair is physically shaking.
Rise will again push the panacea to try to help keep things calm, but again, won't. He's not trying to force anything here. He's just offering a calming aura of sorts. You know... Oh, go ahead.
Alistair looks him dead in the eyes. How do you handle this? How do you handle the horrors that you have subjected yourself to? I'm a scholar, not a fighter. And now look at me. I have tasted more blood than I have ever tasted in a lifetime, and it terrifies me. And yet I put myself through hell and back because I care about you all. I care about this coterie. I care about Ophelia. I care about Molly. I care about you. I care about Marcus. Hell, I even care about fucking Fat Cat that I can't stand him. I can't keep doing this. How do you keep doing this? How do you keep fighting when you know that you're a sliver away from death every single time you end up in these situations?
Well, that's all I've ever known. I grew up in what we thought was a peaceful time, and I turned 18, and they sent me to war. And all I've ever known is the battlefield. But, you know, when I look at you, you say you care about all of us. have you stopped to think if you're really caring for yourself? When life is stressful, do something that lifts your spirits. Go for a drive, go for 4,000 miles away. Hell, maybe even change your name.
I won't admit, Rise. We don't have the luxury of caring for ourselves. We've spilt more blood than anyone could have even witnessed on a battlefield. All into our magic. We don't have that luxury. And I never had that luxury to begin with. I have spent my entire life as a human questioning people around me, questioning my parents. And when I found out the horrors that they had committed and not wanting to be like them, I still ended up covered in blood. I still ended up killing someone. I still ended up spilling viscera on my own hands just to survive.
Rise will, like, walk over. He has something in his hands, and he just reaches down, taking Alistair's hand, and presses a set of keys into his hands. You should take this, and you should just go. 'Cause for once, bravery looked a lot like running away. You need this. Go be with Zell. You've done enough. There's a hint of sadness, obviously, in his eyes, that someone that he's come to care for, think of as a friend, would leave. But there's also this understanding. All I've ever wanted is for people to have a choice, to be who they are. And if that means you need to take my bike and run away real quick, I'll try to make sure that I have contacts with Alexandria still. We'll see if we can erase where you go.
Alistair clenches his fists around the keys. I don't need that snake erasing me when I have a serpent of my own.
He chuckles. Guess it's always good to have a snake on your side.
And to think you all hated him at first.
Well, we all kind of hated Alexandria too. They're just that type of
And
people.
Fat Cat.
And Fat Cat, but, well, Rise kind of liked Fat Cat for a bit. But that's just who they are.
That's the thing. They chose that life. And that's the one thing that I'm starting to realize. That choices are a luxury. And this is one luxury I can't let slide. My only regret is that I won't get to attend Ophelia's and Marcus's weddings.
Rise kind of chuckles. I'll tell them that you apologized, if that's what you want.
No. I think Marcus of all people will understand, and surprisingly Ophelia. She
Yeah,
knows what it's like to go under the radar.
that she does.
Alistair throws his arms around Rise and hugs him tightly. This is the first full display of emotion he's experienced, apart from anger and sadness and regret and fear.
Rise takes a moment to like appreciate, and then he returns the hug tightly. I'll miss you.
Alistair lets go and looks him in the eye. Just promise yourself you'll rid yourself of this curse.
Well, hell yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my best, but we've got quite a few humans and maybe some other kindred to get healed up first. I've been lucky. Hopefully Fat Cat's taken one of those vials by now. I should probably check on him. Ophelia said she would, and now I'm not sure she actually did.
I think it's best that you do before she does, because I have a feeling she still wants to punch something.
Yeah, he kind of just looks down and, giggles awkwardly. Ooh.
It's a shame Avajo's not here. He would have gladly taken that hit.
Yeah.
Fat Cat doesn't have that constitution.
No, I don't think he does. I should go make sure she doesn't actually kill the only person who could probably make more of the cure, huh?
Bye, Rice.
He just smiles and holds out his hand. Bye, Alistair.
Alistair takes Rye's hand and looks at him. For what it's worth, you're a lot stronger than you think.
I could say the same about you. But, I'm really hoping you enjoy your retirement for once.
Retirement. That's something I never thought I'd hear.
He chuckles and motions to all the stuff in the room. If you're okay with leaving all this here, I'll take over. You don't need to worry about it anymore.
Alistair quickly walks over to the desk and grabs a sealed envelope and hands it to Rise. Please make sure this gets to Prince Ellen. The Harbingers are not something to be taken lightly.
He'll nod and take the folder. I don't know what we're up against. Really don't know much, as you know. But we've got this.
Alistair looks at him gravely. Trust me. The sliver of knowledge I know about these guys. It's a good thing that I've got someone replacing me that is more equipped.
Oh yeah, you did say that someone else was coming in. Am I worried they're a snake too?
You were worried about snakes coming to New Orleans. Snakes are the last thing you're going to have to worry about. Well, you've got the Crimson Death on your doorstep.
Ugh, and he's got a badass nickname. You know I'm gonna have to keep Ophelia from punching him.
Alistair's smile slips. If she does that, it may be the last thing she ever does.
Great.
He's a red hunter. He hunts people like Ophelia.
Great.
And he is... How much do you know about the Camarilla and their hierarchy?
He just offers a shrug and just smiles. I was never really good in school, was I?
If you think the princes are what you have to worry about what you would consider to be their secret service of operatives.
Great. He kind of rubs his temples a little bit, but smiles. Alright. enough. You should get packed.
but you shouldn't have to worry too much at least. Because Ophelia's not going to be the one he's after.
Good.
He has, compared to all the other assholes we've been dealing with, he actually has integrity.
Oh, thank goodness.
Just don't rub him the wrong way. That's all I'll say.
You know me, I try not to. And I'll try to make sure Ophelia doesn't either, but I can't promise anything. Now go, get packed. You have a trip to take. And, he says as he spins towards the door, I do expect photos from yours and Zell's wedding, whenever that happens.
Alistair glances at the charm in his pocket that Zell gave him on the last day of his departure. That won't happen until we meet again on the Devil's Bridge. Alistair pages the doorman. Our meeting has concluded.
He opens the door and prepares to escort Rise back out.
The last thing Rise will do is he'll oh yeah, almost forgot, and he'll take the helmet that he's been holding, his bike helmet, and he tosses it towards Alistair. Safety first.
Alistair definitely catches it in one hand and laughs bitterly. Says, when has safety ever been in our vocabulary?
Rise chuckles and is he offers the shrug again, and he lets himself be escorted out.
Alistair watches Rise leave, and as the door shuts, he glances at the helmet and sighs. Fuck my life. And he prepares to get ready to
God.
leave.
And so we close Alistair's chapter.
Wait, no.
Ophelia's wait, I wanted to say bye.
Does Alistair's place have any windows?
Oh no.
Spider-Man in the window. Good evening.
You won't be able to get. You won't be able to.
Does he have any windows?
As funny as that sounds. just let Alistair leave in peace. He's been through enough.
Ophelia, Ophelia hasn't talked to Alistair one-on-one in forever. This is a big thing.
You can stop for one last drink, maybe.
No, she's coming to Alistair. Because she knows the type.
Above board, as much as I would love for Ophelia to have a chat with Alistair, I know Ophelia will drag that out. And in terms of the energy for Alistair, I'm tapped out.
Fine.
That was
Take a moment.
That was an emotional scene.
Roller
Sorry.
coaster, yeah.
Whoops.
Sorry if I threw everyone in for a loop there.
You're good.
Oh, that was great. All right.
I'm putting Ophelia in the nearby boxing gym then.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you guys all to it. I'm going to play some more Diablo 4. I'm playing on hard difficulty at the moment, so wish me luck.
Godspeeds.
Good luck.
Best of wishes.
What?
All right.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Boy.
Goodbye.
Rise.
Yes. I'm ready.
As you walk out of Alistair's Haven, you get a message. It's from Marcus.
It reads, some stories begin in darkness. Ours refuse to stay there. Go to the place where ashes learn to bloom, and our first chapter truly began.
So this will be Wit's investigation to parse this message.
Excellent. Let's see if my dice hate me. They do. In fact, they do. Let me just fix that. Please, I beg of you. The dice, they hate me. One success.
One success. Steven?
Uh, I'm cool with the one success for this one. It'll get harder as it goes on, but I'm cool
God
with
damn
one
it, the
success for
dice
this
hate
one
me,
to start
Steven.
us off.
Steven, the dice hate me. Okay,
The dice hate you now.
the dice will
They
hate
can
me
only
forever.
hate you later.
Yes. So, one success somehow sends a shock of dread through Rise as he thinks back. He couldn't possibly mean. And he'll like text back. The first place? Question mark?
No answer.
God damn it.
He's gonna find himself
When you
back in World War II trenches.
Yes, the trenches.
What you are able to parse is that this is pointing towards the community garden.
He'll wander that way and be like, this feels strange. I wonder what this is all about.
All right. In Wit's awareness or Wit's investigation to find the next clue.
Dice. That's intelligence, not wits. Please, I beg me. Da, 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 da. 4 successes.
What does it look like? Yeah, go ahead.
The community garden has grown a lot. There's, a patch of food, fruits and vegetables, but there's a main actual garden of flowers, lilies, roses, dandelions. You are drawn to a scent. One rose doesn't match the others. It's a single white rose.
Rise.
On a card leaning against it, or there's a card leaning against the white rose.
Rise will walk over and he'll pick up the card, kind of letting his hand brush against the plants that are there.
On the card it reads, "The first gift I ever gave you wasn't something you could carry. It was somewhere you could stay. Go back to where I hoped you'd finally feel at home."
Wit's investigation.
God, I hope he can figure this out. I hope he's not that dumb. Okay, 3 successes.
If you want, you could willpower that.
God damn.
Reroll 2.
A
I'm just
reroll
saying.
1.
Yeah.
You lied.
I tried.
How dare you.
On 3 successes, you can piece together pretty with the last line, a place you'd finally feel at home. It gives you a general idea. Could this be his place? The new haven he built? Or is this the apartment building where you call home now?
I think Rise would start at the apartment just because that's like piecing together a place that I gave you. And it's like he knows that still at this time the home that Marcus built is he still thinks of it as Marcus's and Jade's home. So I think he'd start at the apartment. Wonders.
Ready? You head back to your apartment. This will be wits awareness to find the next one.
Wits awareness. 5 successes.
You immediately find it.
This is laying on your pillow in the main bedroom. Is another index card, and it reads, "History is full of strangers, until one day. 2 familiar souls walk through its halls. Go to the place where forever stopped, feeling impossible."
He kind of chuckles and is like, what is this all about? But where it stopped feeling impossible. 4 successes.
Something hits you, almost like a freight train. The one time where you and Marcus were able to blend the 2 worlds of your past and your present together. The museum that held your journal.
He kind of blushes as he remembers probably all those people who read his journal. And he quickly wanders towards the museum.
Right. What's awareness?
Da, da, da.
Da da da.
Da, da, da. 6 successes.
You are able to find another index card. This one is taped over a placard. One reading the squadron we were in before we were deployed. The picture shows our whole squad together. Marcus and Rise, shoulder to shoulder, leaning on each other. On this index card, it reads, "We found each other. We found a home. We found our past. In the simplest of moments, we found us. Return to where our first kiss made that true."
Rise, if he could, would feel himself blush. He just feels like, oh my goodness, what a sap. And he kind of like trying not to cry a little bit. And then investigation and wits. That's intelligence, gosh dang you. There we go. And I will re-roll those 2. 3 successes. Using all my willpower here.
3 successes. You remember the one place that you 2 had that first moment. It was the same day as when you learned of each other's past. It was back at Broken, sitting in one of the back booths where you 2 shared your first kiss and officially started dating.
He kind of like chuckles to himself. Molly's gotta be in on this. And he quickly heads off.
Off you go to Broke and Broken. It is a lovely night. It's nice and cool. The place is buzzing. It's got a decent amount of people around the bar. Molly is working her usual customers, and she gives you a wave when you pop in. But she's mostly busy at the moment.
He'll offer a quick wave back and be like, I don't want to interrupt her. He'll, like, look around for that back booth it was in.
Go ahead and give the roll. Wits investigation.
Wow, wits awareness. Leave me alone.
Wits awareness.
It's the only thing I'm good at. 5 successes.
You cannot find this thing anywhere. And by the time you head back to Molly, you notice something sticking out of her top.
Oh. Rise chuckles to himself again. He walks up to the bar and leans in. Molly, dearest.
Yes, Rise?
I have been all around town on this little hunt that Marcus set up. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. And she winks, takes the card out, and slides it across the table for you.
He smiles and he takes it. Absolutely no idea, I am assured. And he'll read it.
The final
last-
note.
Oh yeah, go right
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The final note reads, every clue has led you through our past. The last one leads to our future. There's only one mystery left unsolved, and only you hold the answer. Meet me at the top of the Crown Records building.
He, like, looks up at Molly and just kind of smiles like, I know you know what's happening. What's happening? Tell me.
Again, I have no idea what you're talking about, and she just gives you a grin and shoos you out the door. Don't keep your prince waiting.
He'll nod and, of course, wander off.
I am going to add a few things. Inside chat. As you get to the top of Crown Records, you hear the music playing. Marcus is standing there in his suit. Everything is cleared. And he smiles. Hey.
Hey. Rise kind of offers a questioning eyebrow raise.
Don't give me that look. You know, this has been going on for a while. And you should have known with me constantly in my book recently. I was planning something.
Well, I wasn't exactly sure what you were planning, but this, he looks around. A nice dinner? Is Fat Cat also in on this?
No, I just called in a little favor. But as the last one, he clears his throat. The last message I gave you. This only goes forward, but it only goes forward if this is something you want.
Rise kind of offers him a blink and be like, what do you mean?
Marcus walks up to him and takes Rise's hand, slowly going to one knee. I don't care what the rules of the law say or anything. I want to be with you. I don't want you as a boyfriend. I want you as a husband. I want you to be with me until final death takes us. And he reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a ring box, and he pops it open. And inside the ring box, you see this blood red diamond surrounded by regular diamonds locked in this black stainless steel ring.
Holy shit.
This all started each clue. The first one was I found you. The second clue was the home I gave you. The third clue led us finding each other. And the fourth clue is where I chose you. Now, will you choose me?
Rise is stunned, and it doesn't stop as the vitae starts pouring down his cheeks. Are you... Really? You want someone as broken as me?
He kisses the back of Rise's hand. I've been waiting for you.
He starts laughing, and he just starts nodding quickly. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And Marcus will stand up and kiss Rise.
Rise will just, like, wrap his arms around him and kiss back. No matter what happens, this is the happiest day of my life.
And you've made me the happiest man.
He doesn't
in
let
every
go.
lifetime.
He giggles again, and it's like, so you gonna put that ring on me?
Marcus slides the ring on and places his forehead onto Rise's ever so gently and goes, I love you.
I love you too.
No, that... I can't even top that.
That was the wrong one. It has the same fucking emoji. I was looking for this one.
Oh my god, I'm dying! Holy shit! Oh, that was beautiful, Stephen! Oh, Spider, what the fuck?
Joe Hendry is part of the foursome.
This is our fucking group, guys. This is our fucking group.
I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I've had this ready since February.
I was
Oh my
ready.
God.
I was ready.
That's beautiful. I'm so sorry I ruined it. I was genuinely trying to applaud.
Joe Hendry's gonna
That's
join
the
foursome.
only way
He'll be
that
the first
could have ended.
husband.
That's the only
Guys.
way.
Guys, my face is so red right now. Oh my god.
I'm
Oh,
So
fuck.
God, what a
That's
beautiful
amazing.
what a beautiful ending to that.
Before
Yeah.
we jump,
And Rise, one last
I-
gift for
I-
you, Joe Hendry.
Thanks. I know.
Morgan,
Yes.
I ask you, was the song good? Because I told
Yes.
you when we planned this, I was like, I have the song. I have the perfect song
It's
for
literally their song. It's been 80 years, but we got
this.
there.
They
And he's
finally
just sitting
had-
here going like, I fucking knew Molly was involved, and I bet Jade was too. Son, those, I'm gonna have words with them.
How do you
And
think
then
I got the one
Jade-
in the apartment building?
That's true. That's true.
And then all of this, and then after they kiss and whatnot, Rise is like, wait a minute, I didn't see Ophelia at Broken.
Wait a minute. He just like
Oh
pulls.
shit, Fat Cat!
He just pulls back from Marcus. Wait a minute. Oh fuck. Where is Fat Cat? Where's Ophelia?
Oh shit.
Oh god! And he's like, we gotta
I'm
run!
a ping Foxman again.
We gotta run! And we flash.
Rise just jumps off the building. Like, we don't no time!
We got no time for this shit! Ophelia's gonna kill that man!
Jumps off the building, uses his like jacket as like a parachute. He's got one of those like Fortnite gliders.
Yes. So, we'll do flash to Ophelia and Fat Cat, and then if we are still up
If
for
he
it. Yeah.
pops in.
Fat
If he
Cat,
doesn't,
come
then
back.
if he doesn't, then I'll just steal Rise.
Wow. Stolen.
Wow.
Just a clapping from the bushes. Yay! Ophelia!
A clapping from the side of the building. You look over. Ophelia is clapping against her thigh because she can, with her potence, like just dig her fucking fingers into the side of a
There he
wall.
is. Okay. And we flash.
What is Fat Cat doing right now? Fox, what is Fat Cat doing? Where is Fat Cat? Give me excruciatingly deep details on Fat Cat's current location and weaknesses.
Sure, cute. Yeah, my Discord was fucking up. I couldn't send messages, so I'm back. Fat Cat is currently at his haven near it detailed. It is a block away. It is the same one that Alexandria went to. He is currently making some old sober soup, and he is on the phone with his wife, just checking up on her, making sure she's all right, and kind of giving her the
I'm good.
rundown of what's. How are you, love?
I'm doing just fine, Sugar, but I saw what happened. You said you were going to that hospital earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, are you all right? Last time I checked on you, I know it's been a good few days. Averjo been treating you well?
Oh, of course, Sugar. Averjo's been nothing but a gentleman.
That's good. That's what I thought. Yeah, our place is kind of messed up still. The door is still off its hinges. I've done some mediocre repairs to it, but I'd say just stay there for a couple more nights and I'll have something settled for us later. I'm all right. I managed to don't you worry about me. I'm made of stern stuff.
Shit. Oh, okay. That was
Darling,
not as on as I thought.
darling, are you sure you don't need me to come over there? I can at least help you clean up.
Nope, you're all right. I love you. Goodbye.
But
Click.
don't you hang up on me and then click.
Ophelia's
He's in his
standing.
kitchen.
It's
So
in the
you've
doorway.
entered the room. The
Mhm.
room is relatively picked up. It's been tidied up, but there is still evidence of scuffles with Alexandria in the main room. And the door to the kitchen, which the kitchen leads to the armory and the laboratory, but the main room, the family or the dining room, is where you've entered. And he slowly walks out with two bowls of old sober and says, "Okay, well, welcome. He is currently wearing just not even a suit. Looks just like he's wearing a smock and currently over an apron with a short sleeve shirt on it. It's just black and just some casual jeans and just walks over. Well, come on in.
I'm already inside. I don't think you need to invite me.
Well, I thought I'd be nice about it. Come for a bite to eat?
You know exactly why I'm here, Fat Cat.
I don't suppose you're bringing me something to eat.
Depending on how this conversation goes, you might be the one that's getting eaten. But even if my wife and Rise would prefer otherwise. But I'm willing to hold off. I'm here to be civil. However, the second you even think about something uncivil, like what you did with Alexandria, it won't go well for you, and you know this.
I
You got the
wouldn't.
drop on her. You got the drop on her. You might get the drop on. You got the drop on her, and that got her. But you know damn well that even if you get the drop on me, all I need is one good hit.
He goes over and sits down the soup across from him and pulls out a chair for you and goes to sit down on his side and just long sigh and just looks at you. You see the tired in his eye. And you've seen, I don't know, Thin Bloods. How well do you know Thin Bloods? Just at their hunger. Everybody's a little bit different, but
Ophelia's been in New Orleans for a while, and a big part of like her section is like anybody can come and go as long as they like don't start shit. So she's seen mortals talk with Kindred talk to werewolves, mages talk to what yada yada. Basically, her whole thing with her whole zone is it is neutral territory.
so you've seen a
Just
lot of Thin
don't
Bloods
be
come
an
through.
asshole.
Basically, it's like
Okay.
so she's seen a lot of different people. She can
Yeah.
usually tell what a person is by looking at them.
Gotcha. Well, he just looks human. That's one thing, but you know he's a Thin by now. And he just keeps licking his lip and just going at his soup consistently. He's always moved throughout this entire conversation that we're about to have. He will continually above board. He's at 4 hunger, whether you want to figure that out indoor, but the way you can tell is that he will continually be consuming something of vice of any kind. Whether that be food, cigars, weed, there will be something that's happening. And he sits down and he just looks over. Look, I wouldn't dream of it. You didn't come here to start shit like she did. I don't assume anything.
Stop it, old man. We both know she didn't come to start shit. She came for a different reason. You're the one that pulled that trigger. Let's not bullshit around. Is she a good person? No. But neither am I.
I would
So here's
like
the
to
question.
move past that.
As would I. Old me wouldn't have even given you a proper warning. Old me would have met you in the kitchen and just pushed my hand slowly through your back until I was holding your heart. But you're in some luck. I went through a bit of a healing process per se. So you get to we get to talk. Old bitch points to herself to young boy.
Well, if you came here to talk, feel free. Have some soup while you're at it. Made it with some love.
Last time someone told me they made something with love, Rise added way too much salt to the pho.
Well, take it, don't take it. It's all up to you. Feel free to take a seat and talk.
Ophelia like drops something dense onto the table in front of Fat Cat.
And it is.
Do you want to look?
I'm looking right at you. Yeah.
It's got some aluminum foil on it, and she takes off the cover, and it is a dense pan of brownies. Molly insisted I bring them.
Huh. Huh. You know what? I could use that. He just takes it, or he grabs it, brings it over, and just takes out a quick knife, cuts out 4 of the brownies, and just sets it to the side and continues consuming his soup while taking a bite of the brownies in between bites of soup.
These are the like most decadent, most like chewy yet fudgy. They are the epitome of like the perfect brownies.
He is enjoying himself thoroughly, but
She
he is
said,
still just consuming gluttonously while watching you, open, tired, and just
"You're a fucking."
watching.
She's like, "You're a fucking idiot. You know that, right?"
All right.
Not just for what you did with Alexandria, but half of the shit that you did in the hospital, and the fact that you so willingly trusted Muriel. But I will say, I trusted you. You showed that I could trust you.
I like to hear that. I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
But I assure
Takes
you,
a
we are
cigar,
still not.
lights it,
I
and
assure you,
starts smoking.
We are still not on the right foot. The only reason I'm being civil, is because my charge and my wife are are basically keeping me in line, because my charge will cry, and it's sad and pathetic, and it's sad, pathetic, and I don't want to see it, and my wife will withhold things from me that I desperately need, due to the fact that I'm still semi-human and part werewolf. I got urges,
Mm.
I got needs that need to be fulfilled.
Wives have a way of doing that, don't they?
Hmm. Though
Hmm.
you seem like the type that complains about his wife.
Mm. She is a goddess. She is the most beautiful apple of my eye or a startling sky. She is everything to me. I wouldn't dare say that anything nascent towards her.
Could have surprised me. But I suppose
Continue
we
to do
never got a
so.
chance we never got a chance to truly talk. So, we'll start at the beginning. Alexandria.
Sure. Sure. What you want to know?
No, not
And
what I want
please,
to
by all
know.
means, I'd appreciate it if you gave me some great. These, by the way, you make these brownies or did your wife do it?
I know my hand around a kitchen. I was raised in 1917. I may not have been a girly girl, but it didn't mean that I didn't learn how to cook from the other women around the nearby farmlands. I could hold my own.
Well, well, you make some damn good confectionaries. I appreciate it. I'll have to have you come by the restaurant, see if you're willing. Please, by all means. I would love you to
Maybe.
try my soup. It's damn good. I've grown up with plenty of people teaching me how to cook something damn good. Made a profession out of it.
I could tell. But again, cutting to the chase.
Sure.
You you and all of us are extremely lucky that Alexandria survived. Not
I-
because of me, that is a 50-50. It's because of what she represents in Baton Rouge.
Ophelia, I am in the mood to talk to you, but I must admit, I do not want to talk about Alexandria, so if there's anything you want to say about her and to talk about with her, please, please keep it short.
I'm keeping it short. You're the one who's interrupting me.
Mm.
I don't talk like Marcus. I don't use the flowery, fruity-ass language. I don't find the need to speak in long tangents or to try and fluff up my own tits to make myself seem bigger. I want to get to the point,
Please.
and I don't appreciate being interrupted.
Mm.
She is a very particular linchpin in her particular field. She is so good at her job that it keeps other people from fucking shit up per se. She would be gone. That would create a power vacuum that I am not in the mood to deal with at the moment. But now back to other things. Why did you offer to take Rise's fangs?
Eh. Well, takes another long puff and just finishes his bowl and starts on the pan of brownies now. Well, it's just, God, they stick to the roof of your mouth. God, they're good. Look,
Bit of advice, pure cocoa powder.
hey, you're right. Pure cocoa powder is the best stuff I can tell. Look, risk mitigation. Not saying it's a permanent thing, but while he's infected, which I am working on a cure, I've come up with something. I'll need some help from him within tonight or the upcoming nights, and we might be able to get him cured. And that might not even need to come to fruition, but it was an offer made just to mitigate risk of infection to anybody else because, well, you know very well, or I'd imagine you know very well, sometimes we get a little hungry and our fangs sink into things we don't want them to sink into.
That is that is true. However, you're still young. In this particular life, I should say.
Yeah, you could say that.
Self-control comes a long way. You wouldn't know it, but you could probably tell, but I was not exactly in my correct state of mind for a large part of being in the hospital. Tell me, Fat Cat, Frederick,
It's me.
what does this hunger feel like to you right now? I could see it in your eyes. It's a faint little thing, but when you've been a kindred long enough, you tend to pick up the signs. The way the eyes quiver, small beads of
The way
non-existent
somebody
sweat,
licks their lips.
the way your nostrils are flaring.
Yeah. You know what it feels like. It's like a
No,
hollowness.
describe it to
Hmm,
me. It's different for everyone. If you were to ask
Sure.
Marcus and I what this hunger felt like, it would get two drastically different answers. And that's what you need to understand, Frederick. All of us kindred, we aren't the same. The media has poisoned your mind, made you assume that we all are carbon copy pasted versions of each other. But we're as dynamic and unique as the humans we once were, just with a few little eccentricities. you might say.
Well, Ophelia, I'd, I'll try not to make assumptions about you if you try not to make them about me. But I'll
I have
tell
yet to
you,
make any assumptions. I just call it as
you
I see it.
assume that the media has poisoned my mind. But let me continue. It is just an emptiness. It is a hollowness, a bottomless pit of hunger. And no matter how many brownies I stuff my face with, it never gets better. It feels like a bottomless pit within my heart that I have to satiate. And it never really goes away because I very rarely ever kill somebody. And when I do, never mind. But yeah, that's how it feels.
Interesting. Definitely different from me. And different from Molly. She's also fairly new.
Might I ask a question of you?
Ask away. Not like I got anything to hide.
You don't. In fact, I found out a lot about you over my research. That's why I know that, of course, there's nothing I can do about you. You want to kill me? You coulda. I've exhausted all my resources yesterday. I got nothing. So, but why? Why did you? Why did you make that blood bank of people? I've looked into it. Not, I've been able to get into it closely, but I'll offer this up. I don't like the Camarilla, nor do I like the Ventrue particularly. And the reasons for that is because of the circulatory system and how it's run. I don't like, I understand its need, but I don't like how it's run. And I think it's evil, I guess you could say. What you been doing with that blood bank, from all I can tell, and I'd love a tour of it if you'd be willing, but it seems to be real nice. In fact, I might even take notes from you if I were ever to do something similar. But why'd you do it? Why'd you set something up so morally?
I believe that kind of plays into what you believe of the circulatory system. One person's concept of evil is another person's concept of good, moral, a necessity perhaps. While the police might see a young woman stealing from a store and call her evil and immoral for illegally obtaining items, others see a starving mother trying to feed her family. Like everything in life, it's a matter of perspective. And from this perspective, she kind of just shrugs, like, why not? My whole point with how I run Bourbon Street and how I've run my territory is simple. I just want to be left alone. I want peace. I want a place where people. I want a place where people, no matter of their species, supernatural or otherwise, can simply come and be themselves. People need money. College kids need money for drugs and alcohol. I supply I supply both.
A very Virtuous of you.
Call it virtuous. Virtuous would imply that I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. Would imply that I'm doing this because I am trying to be a better person. I'm not. I'm doing this for selfish reasons. By keeping the people happy, they don't cause there's less trouble that's caused. Less trouble is caused, I don't get bothered as much. And if trouble is caused, people are more likely to manage it themselves rather than having to come to me to deal with it. I'm lazy. I don't want to have to put in too much effort if I don't have to. It's simpler in the long run. It's simpler to provide safe weed and mushrooms and other narcotics than to allow various other drug dealers around peddling more dangerous and illegal and definitely illicit shit. You control the supply, you can control the product. Same thing goes with the blood. Kindred come here looking for sanctuary, safety. I provide them I provide them places to stay where during the day they rest. At night they go out and they work, pay it under the table at the various establishments. I have a few working at Broken right now. Then if they get hungry, they go to the blood bank. Some people know what the blood bank does, others don't. Regardless, they get their money, people get their blood that they need for emergency surgeries, and Kindred get a meal.
Well, I gotta say, you make a very convincing argument for an anarch territory.
I mostly just use the anarch. I just mostly use the anarch name for the backing. If anything, I still consider myself more of an independent.
No, you're. No, I suppose. Though I think we both know what anarchs really are. No use in fooling it, whether you want to say you're independent or not.
I could care less. I could care less about the. I could care less about the labels and all of that. At the end of the day, they're the only group that wasn't bothering the shit out of me. It took me killing several of the Camarilla Sheriff's hounds before the prince decided to just have them leave me alone. And that was over 20 years ago. And that was a pain in the ass.
I won't pretend to know your pain or story, but something I do know very well is you, by very definition, whether you will believe you're independent, an anarch is just somebody powerful enough to go against the grain and carve out a place for themselves.
Right.
That's all it
against the grain.
takes.
I go against the grain. I typically don't like people. Hell, you should have seen how I was talking to Marcus when we first met. Still gets on my nerves, but I would take a bullet for that guy. Have on at least one occasion, I think.
Yeah. Ophelia, I'm scared of you.
You should be.
I know. I know I should be. But also, cocks his head to the side and looks up for a second, eye twitching, and takes another puff. I think I like what you want to be, and therefore I trusted you before I even met you, just based on the actions I've seen, place you've made. You have to forgive me. You seem to be a bit of a fence rider on what's good or bad or is Is the place you draw the line is something where you disagree with? Is the line something you... Where do you draw the line? Where somebody hurts your friends or goes against your own moral beliefs or makes trouble in your territory? How far are you willing to let people go in the name of peace and laziness?
I
How
assure
far is
you,
too far in your territory?
Fat Cat, had you paid attention mere months ago, you would know.
I wasn't
I,
here.
I'm aware. But you would also know I would go very, very far. It does not take a lot. I'm a lazy person, but I am not a patient one, nor am I forgiving. And you say that I am on the fence, and that is simply because while you may be an, she kind of gestures to him, older gentleman, you and I grew up in very, very different times. I grew up in the time when it was common to see people like myself hanging from trees or beaten in the streets simply for existing. In this world, there is no pure black and white, and everyone has their limits, has their line in the sand. At
I'm
the end
not
of the
going to
day,
assume this.
it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. To bar your own morals to somebody else is nothing more than bondage on another person. Your morals may align with somebody else's, but to force them on another is cruel, unjust.
But if they want to live in your territory, they have to live by those rules.
That's simply called the law. We already do that. Pay taxes. Don't drive 100 miles per hour in a school zone, though I've seen Marcus do that a few times. Don't jaywalk. Don't litter. No punching people in the street in front of the police. There are societal morals, and then there are personal morals. Those are two very, very different things. The important thing is to know and learn to distinguish one from the other. She now kind of takes the thing of soup and not
It's
bad.
fucking delicious. It's some of the best stuff.
She
There's
just
there's
not
beef
bad.
noodles and a little bit of just the perfect amount of salt within it, with some turmeric and some very nice spicy hot sauce that's been brewed into the bottom with some garlic overtones.
And she quickly finishes the soup bowl and just wipes her mouth. Goes back to looking at Fat Cat and just all right. And she kind of stands up slowly and just, I'll let you live tonight.
Really.
Hmm.
Um, as we both get up and he takes a few steps tentatively towards you around the table. You see as blood starts to pour from his eyes, and he looks at you, and he very cautiously goes for a hug, And he just says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about Sylvia.
And she,
I didn't
Ophelia,
mean for that to happen. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I- I'll do better.
Ophelia
I'll make sure it
pulls
never happens again. I'm so
Ophelia
sorry.
Ophelia pulls Fat Cat in for the hug and just, you can't promise things like that. While it is sad that she is gone, and we all must mourn in our own ways, death is the only thing that we can surely count on, even in this life. She made a choice. She knew what she was doing. You did not know Sylvia as long as I did, but this life was not for her. And she kind of pulls Fat Cat back so she can look at him in the eyes. This
Yeah.
life was not one for her. There are those who can adapt, adjust, and even revel in the ways of being a kindred. Her heart just was not there. The second it stopped beating, she died along with it. She was merely a husk with no soul. You, Fat Cat, holds his face in her, like holds his cheeks in her hands. You had helped set her free. She died protecting us, the people she cared for. Do not mourn her death longer than it needs to be. But do remember her life. Do remember the person that you met. And do not make similar mistakes. You cannot promise that you will not cause harm again. For that is a promise that cannot be kept in this life. In the life that we live, the way that we exist, and simply just because of what we are, harm is intrinsically bound to our very being. So rather than worry about the harm you must cause, focus it in harming those who truly deserve it. Because at the end of the night, you will go to bed with blood on your hands. It is simply just a matter of if it's an innocent or if it's a guilty one's.
Fat Cat just, it's just shoulders slump and he pulls you back into a hug. Um, Being careful not to be disrespectful about the size difference, the height difference, and he
Yeah, Ophelia's got a
as
much
you're
bigger cock than his.
of course, and you feel your arm, your shoulder wet with blood, as you speak this to him, uh, and he just intermittently just says, I'm so sorry that it was something that I did." He's listening, but you know, you've seen it when somebody cares, even just a little bit like this, for the little bit that he knew her, he cared enough to cry for her. And I don't, only Ophelia knows if she's been in the presence of somebody in this life with as much humanity as Fat Cat has in this moment.
She
And
just
he
gently
lets
rubs
go.
his back. And when he lets go, Ophelia is like, surprisingly, despite talking about Sylvia, Ophelia doesn't look upset. She looks very neutral face. Her face looks exactly the same as it kind of always does. And she just
Yep.
now focus your energy on taking care of yourself. Sylvia would be pissed if you stopped.
Yeah.
And Ophelia walks to the open doorway, has a hand on it, pauses, and looks back at Fat Cat and just,
You know,
you're a good kid. You're a good kid.
yeah. In fact, it kind of just follows to the door, wipes away his tears, grabs some stuff. You know, I could really use a drink right now. And I think I know a pretty good bar to go to. You mind driving me there?
Fat Cat will notice there's nothing there. I kind of
Hmm.
walked.
Yeah,
But,
I'll get on my stuff.
no, it's no worries. And she'll call, was it Max?
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll call Max, like, hey Max, can you come pick somebody up for me? Yeah, it's a Fat Cat, and Ophelia kind of looks off to like the left, kind of squints. To Fat Cat, it's just like an empty street. And Rise and Marcus. Yeah. Yeah, bye. She hangs up. See ya, Fat Cat, and she kind of will walk away. After way later in the night, Ophelia will be on a like high building and
Batmaning it.
completely alone, and she will let the tears fall down her cheeks, and Marcus, Rise, Molly, Fat Cat won't understand it, but everybody will hear a familiar guttural, animalistic howl of anguish as it ripples across the sky.
I think that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.